Alex, my man, what made you decide that Potassy was yum?
Well, it's just all solid material. When you watch it, you can't see a weak moment in it. It's really worked out to the nth degree. It's it's inspirational. You know, as a person who's working on making a show constantly in my life the past decade or two, uh, it's just inspiring because you see that every moment is accounted for, and I'm working towards that. And to see a guy who's clearly done it hundreds, thousands of times, you know, it's great stuff, man. Every routine that he does, it's just as good as it can be, and it's great. You'll see as soon as we watch one, you're gonna be like, man, oh, it's
Yeah,
so
no,
well.
it,
You
it is.
saw him, you saw him.
It is that way, it's definitely worth its salt. One of the things about when you watch a fellow of Potassy's ilk, you're really left with the feeling that they don't even make venues where you can build an act like that in the same way anymore. It's just a hard thing to do, getting the opportunity to work in all those cabarets around the world. It's a very, very rare and special thing. It's like they don't make them like this any longer.
I think it's true. I think it's true. Well, why don't we just check out this first one and then we'll talk about it, because I think we're gonna have plenty to talk about once we see this guy work here.
All right, everybody, grab your salt shaker and we'll fire it up.
Here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my show. I will show to you magical experiments. Magical experiments with the help of this salt shaker containing real magic salt. And here we are for my first little experiment. I'm getting here 2 tables. One completely empty, another one holding 6 handkerchiefs. The lady beside me is my wife, Lita. I married her 30 plus years ago in Manila, the Philippines. Until now, the best trick I ever performed. For my first little experiment, I have here 6 handkerchiefs. I will count them for you. May I ask you, madam, to count with me? You have not to stand up. It's not like in school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Is that correct? Yes. I will make a note. Once and the second time. Is it well done like this? You're satisfied? Yes. Wonderful. You watch me also, sir? You have to watch me very careful. The more you watch, the less you see. Watch it very careful. I make a second note. 1 and 2. Okay like this? You're satisfied? Yes. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have here 3 handkerchiefs with 2 knots. In English. In French, 3 foulards avec 2 nœuds. In Italian, 3 fazzoletti con 2 nodi. In Spanish, 3 spagnolos con 2 nudos. In German, 3 Tücher mit 2 Knoten. In Swedish, 3 Tücher mit 2 Knüten. In Finnish, kolmeliert cartella somula. And in Japanese, Mitsuko handkerchief to futatsu no musobime. May I ask you, madam, would you be so kind and tell me, if you have these 3 handkerchiefs, should I put them on the table on the right side or on the empty one? Which one do you prefer?
I'm on the empty one.
Empty one, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody saw. I was putting 3 handkerchiefs with 2 knots on this table, 3 handkerchiefs without knots on that one. No, sorry. The handkerchiefs without the knots are here. Excuse me, madam. The 3 handkerchiefs with the 2 knots. In French, les 3 foulards avec les 2 nœuds. Are here? No.
They're right here.
You will see I put a little magic salt on it. We blow twice. Et voilà, the 3 handkerchiefs with the 2 knots. Already here. Just a moment. Don't worry. I'll show you the other side. I'll show you the other side. There are no nuts at all. Just a little salt. That's all we
So
need.
perfect.
A little magic salt.
Right?
We blow twice. Et voilà. 1, a 2, a 3. I was right. Just a moment. Madam, can you please tell me where are now the handkerchiefs without knots?
Right there.
No. Here. Always where I want. a 1, a 2, and a 3. And now we go to knot them up with only 1 knot. So 3 handkerchiefs with 1 knot. En español, 3 pañuelos con un solo nudo. The 3 handkerchiefs with 1 knot we go to put down on this table. Please, don't forget it. There shouldn't be any mistake. We go to put them down on the table on the right side. No. Nothing happened at all. Nothing happened. So, one more time. We go to put them down. Not yet. This time, we go to put them down only with my right hand. Especially for you, madam. You happy now? I had once a show, I showed it 69 times. I hope you have the patience and you like the number. Allez, hop! Et voilà. 3 handkerchiefs with 1 knot. On here. And just a moment. Let's see the other side. We put a little magic sword on them. We blow twice. Et voilà. 1, 2, 3. Here's the knot. It's already gone. Without sword. 4, 5, 6 handkerchiefs. And they're all together.
There's literally more magic in that routine There's literally more magic in that routine than I've seen in whole shows.
It's true, man. It's, it's generally when you're seeing that effect, it's really just a challenge effect. And it's about, I'm stronger. My magic is better than you. And this was just about inclusion, and there's comedy, and there's just moments where there's just connections happening all over the place. It's a real lesson. This is just a real lesson in how to present magic. I think it's so wonderful, man.
And you can really tell everybody that, you're looking at that patter, which is designed to be performed all over Europe and include people from every part of every nation that he comes in contact with. And just so much magic, and so magical, and so effortless and elegant. And even the way he introduces himself and his wife, and you like him before he even starts. And it's all so easy.
And what about just a technical note? What about those tables, huh? There's no tables. He's just standing there, but he has tables. They're just those lucite things with a stand. Like technically, that's like a pretty perfect way to handle all of that. That's why, the tables that we've been talking about for years are pretty closely modeled after that sort of idea, where it's just the table has nothing to do with anything. But as a magician, how do you set your stuff down? It's all worked out. That little table that's invisible until it needs to be visible, It's really great.
It's really, I agree with you. And Rob Fisher makes a sensational point. Absolutely wonderful. And Robert Battle, of course, true to his name, has a mild criticism. So what's next?
Well, this next one is a little bit more wild. It's a little bit more on the edge, but I got to tell you, it's of this kind of a trick. This is the best one I've ever seen. I don't want to spoil it because you should just watch the thing and we'll talk about it afterwards, because it's really just so good. But I'll say it again. I think it's one of the best I've seen of this kind of routine.
We artists, we are not like normal people. We do not eat at 8, breakfast at 12, lunch. No. Our eating times are irregular. And my wife, Lita, just brought me here my dinner. Before I come to my dinner, I have here a small envelope. This small envelope later on in the show will have a very great importance. I have here a small string with a clip, and I will hang this envelope in here. Wait a moment, there it is. Wonderful.
We'll deal with the envelope in another episode.
Sir, can I ask you, please, during the whole show, with your right eye, watch the envelope. With your left eye, you watch me. So, here, my dinner consisting of 30 razor blades. I will show them to you that they're really sharp ones. 30 razor blades. A piece of paper, a razor blade, sharp. Bon appetit. The next one. Very good.
Don't try this at home,
One
folks.
more. Wonderful.
Carefully said.
Delicious. I eat always 10 plates for breakfast, 20 for lunchtime, and 30 in the evening. So, by the way, Spanish plates, I like them. They are so soft. Sir, would you like to eat one with me?
Thank you, no.
Thank you, no. May I ask you to check one of the blades? Please stand up. Hold this bowl in your hand, or no, take one blade first. Anyone. You take one. Here's a piece of paper. Cut through. Put in my mouth. Paper is for you. You know, madam, it's not fattening, I swear. And it's very healthy, full of iron. The last one is sharp, very sharp. Attention, please. Very good. I will have a small dessert, a little thread. Thank you.
It's the best one ever of that I've ever seen. There's nothing that even comes close. Everyone else has too much suspension. There's too much gore, and this guy's just keeping it moving so quick, and it's magic. It's magical. Everything about it is magical. I love it so much. Amazing, man.
The point you're making is really right. You know, when you start to do these tricks, you really quickly on stage run into a problem of tone. You know, you start doing a trick with a little danger in it, you start having a hard time knowing how to play it. You
Right.
know, and in this case, you know, he knows how to play everything. You know, of course, when you watch it, you end up feeling like he's always known how to do it. It's always been that way. But of course, that's not how it is. That's what happens when you perform a routine for 40 years.
It's like he knows where the scary moments are, and he's like going and holding your hand and going, haha, no, I'm just kidding. Like the whole time, right? So it's always like taking the sting out of the fact that he's shoving razor blades in his mouth, right? Because it's a scary trick. Everything about it is scary. Like the method is scary, the effect is scary, all of the moments are scary, but he just has a way of making it where he's getting the scary out of it, but just enough where it's getting entertaining, and then he diffuses it. He's taking the sting out of every moment. And it's the sign of a master. It's really amazing, dude.
He's letting you get scared and
Yeah.
enjoy getting scared.
Exactly.
You know, and making it fun, you know. So don't try it at home, not only because it is what it is, but also because, you know, again, like the egg bag, does not play itself.
Right.
You know, you have to really figure out how to work the people, or else you're just going to be doing some grotesque thing with those razor blades, and that's how it plays.
I think that's exactly the problem I have with that trick when I see everyone else do it, is that it just becomes like grotesque. You're like, oh no, when's he going to start bleeding? And this one, you can tell from the get-go, he's a master. And at every step, he has complete control. And he's like, he's messing with you as he's putting those blades in the mouth. And I don't know. It's pretty wonderful. Like I said, I've never seen anyone that has the trick move that quick and feel as magical and as entertaining as that one did. Most of them, they go into a place of you're scared. You're like, oh no, is this going to go bad? And with this one, you still have that, but it's diffused so quick that you're staying in the place of entertainment and laughing and going, oh, wow, what is happening? How is he doing this? And I think that's the place you want Magic to be, especially a routine like that.
Yeah, I mean, some of the folks are talking about the fact that you can do a swallowing with lightsabers these days, and I think we've seen stuff like that. And who isn't it? Dan Sperry that has made a big deal with.
Oh, right, he was
that?
doing the one where he's pulling it through his neck, where he has it's like the where he eats it and then it impales on the thread.
And he's a guy that's already so far out there with what he's doing. But in this case, it's like you're saying, it's relatively easy to have a pretty quiet room watch you do something grotesque. That's not what was happening here.
That's right.
So, absolutely.
No, this was entertainment. This was magic, right? This was like a good scary movie where at the end the scary stuff happens, but then you're back in the story and you're engaged. And that's, I think, what's happening here. You're engaged at every moment with him because he's an entertainer. He's just the real deal.
Oh, look at this. Wow. And now and he's going to do another one for us.
One more. And this is really, really great. It looks like one thing in the beginning and it becomes something else. It's really good.
A table, my sword shaker, and a deck of playing cards, holding 52 cards. I will count the cards for you. Will you be so kind, please, and count with me? Didn't count them? It's very easy. It's 10, 50, 51, and 152. Do you play cards at home?
Yes, I do.
Frank, what do you play?
Poker.
Poker. Can you please shuffle the cards? Excuse me for a moment, but the cards on your shoulder are still mine. That's not very nice of you. Excuse me. One more card I found over there. That's not difficult. You can learn the little trick. It's very simple. Have a look. With my right hand, in French, avec la main droite, I make a 1, a 2, a 3, and what do I find? A card. You see, it's very simple. A 1, a 2, a 3, what do I find? Another card. Now, can you do the same, please, with your right hand? You make a 1, Frank. Very elegant, please. 2, 3, you bring out the cards. Did you find them? Very. Sorry. You have any more cards in your pocket? Yeah, have a look here. No cards. What's in the inside pocket? No, it is not cards.
No.
May I have a question from you? Do you have on the other side cards?
No.
No. Neither cards here. Neither cards. Scotty! You have the cards. 9 cards and your right outside pants pocket. Yes.
No.
But
right pocket.
oh no, sorry. Oh, no. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I give you here a small hanky.
Okay.
When you please hold this like a bullfighter.
Okay.
Okay? Very good. And now, you, Frank, I will ask to be so kind and pick out a card. Do you know cards? Yes, you say you play poker,
yes.
so you must know.
Of course.
You must know how much did it cost you so far.
How much?
Take out one card, please, just one. Okay? Look at your card.
I got it.
Show it to the audience. I put the rest of the cards down here on the table. And you take your one card and put it in there, anywhere in the middle, and shuffle. You're still shuffling?
Yes.
Oh, you're making European overhand shuffle. You know that it's called overhand shuffle?
No, I didn't.
Now you know it.
Okay.
The other thing which they do always in America is a riffle. Correct. That's when you go to work in Reno. I will now show you the cards. And I ask you to be so kind and check if your card is in the deck, yes?
Okay.
But you must promise me, when I show you the cards, not to tell me, yes, I have seen the card. You did put it back in the deck, yes?
Yes,
That is for sure.
for sure.
Guarantee. I'm going to check first. Will you be so kind, please, and check if the card is in the deck? So no movement, not with your eyes, ears, nose, or any part of your body
Okay.
when you see the card.
Okay.
Okay? So, just have a look. Is the card in there? Yes.
Yes, it is.
It took a long time. Not the first?
No.
Not the last?
No.
Now, can you please stand like this because the lady would like to see your profile? Yeah. Hold the cards with your right hand like this. Yes. Very good. Little finger like this is very elegant. You put the handkerchief over the cards, please.
Okay. Just over top?
Yes. Thank you, Scotty. Never anybody put the handkerchief as nice as you. Wonderful. My congratulations. Would you please sit down here? A red card.
Yes.
A card of hearts.
Yes.
A number. An odd number.
Yes.
The 9 of hearts.
Yes.
Correct. Just a moment. You're holding the cards here with 2 fingers. I will take out from the middle of these cards one only card, and it's exactly the 9 of hearts. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Before you go, you excuse me, but these are all still my cards. You don't want to go home with my cards. You're very nice, gentlemen, but you shouldn't do that. Now, Frank, tell me, you come here, take the things away from the magician. Before you go, I have a question to you. Let's put the table a little bit on the side here. I found here a marvelous handkerchief, which is yours. I would like to give it back to you. And as well, I found a pair of eyeglasses, which you will need. I put it in this pocket. And then you had some pills. They're very good. And then I found some khaki. My God, a bunch of keys has them in it. Yes, thank you very much. Very nice of you. And then you had as well some cigarettes. Cool. It's very good. Thank you very much. Just a moment before you go. One more time, the cigarettes are here. And one more time, the pills are here. And one more time, it's here. Do you need your bunch of keys? I'm absolutely sure you do. Because I got a cell phone. A cell phone so you can home. Thank you very much. And the pills for the cell phone. It's a real pleasure to you. I'm sure, Frank, you need your cell phone. Yes. You have everything. Stand up. Tell me, please, what time is it now?
Dude.
Can I get a heck yes?
Heck yes. That's amazing. It's just moving so quick. It's like rapid fire by the end of that thing. You just don't have a chance, man. It's so good.
And of course, he's not moving fast at all, right? He's
No.
moving slow as he does a ambidextrous traveler's double with actual crap from the guy's actual life. Right? He pulled his keys and his pills and his cell phone. Right? What else was it? Keys and pills and cell phone and wallet.
His cigarette and his eyeglasses and his handkerchief. And plus the cards are coming from everywhere.
I'm just talking about at the end, and then he
Yeah.
does that 3 different times, and then the last guy who he let go a long time ago, he's got his watch.
Right. It's you thought you were just gonna see a card trick.
and he literally doesn't do a single. I mean, I hate to sound so old, but he doesn't do a single offensive thing. Everything is purely magical.
Right. That act could play for children. Right. The only thing we've seen so far was that he had a suggestive number reference, and that's it. Right. The rest of it's just been maybe the blades. I mean, that's probably a little bit much for kids, but these routines, they play for everybody. I think, any age group is going to see this and go, what is happening? Who is this guy and how is he doing this? It's great, man. If he's the only magician you'd ever seen in your life, I'll count myself lucky.
No, you could quit there and be absolutely set, Yep. It really is just one of the, that's one of those desert island books, when you start talking about the books of stand-up performers of whom you would really just want to have their material. It's like Roy Benson. I mean, the Benson book is gigantic. Right. The Potassy book is not, but you'd want to have access to those exact methods, his exact routines. It sort of reminds me of the Shaxson books that way, or the Ron Wilson book.
Totally.
But
Yep.
but really, at the end of the day, I would still rather watch Potassy's act over virtually all those guys. Maybe not Benson.